Ladies and gentlemen, you just thought that getting Taylor Swift concert tickets was a hard endeavor.
You are so funny.
What's really hard...
Ain't nobody ever went out their way to get no Taylor Swift tickets.
Half the country went out of their way to get... People were staying home from work. I listened to podcasts. These girls were like crying. Stayed home from school. This dude stayed home from work. And he owns the business to refresh his screen constantly to get Taylor Swift tickets. You might not have wanted Taylor Swift tickets, but a whole bunch of people in this country did.
Taylor Swift?
I did want Taylor Swift.
I did too. We are actually filming. Apparently, what's hard to get is a 3:00 appointment with Naima, who is the best makeup person in town. Maybe in the county.
Why you say all that? Now you're gonna hurt everybody else's feelings. Y'all are so rude.
So we have a Layla here who is constantly refreshing her phone because Naima.
Yes.
Naima only takes appointments on her app or her website. After you make the appointment on the website, you then have to text her to let her know that you made the appointment. And she only opens the website like a few weeks out. Is that correct? Did I get it all right?
Yes.
Okay, and today is the day that she has opened up for the prom Thursday.
Yes.
And so we are fretting over here because not just any makeup artist will do. It has to be Naima.
Yes, it has to be her. It has to be her. She understands. Now, she did make me look like one time. But then after that, she understands exactly how I want my makeup. And she cleaned her brushes good. And I got eczema, y'all. And it pop up on my face. So if her brush is dirty, I'ma see it. I'ma know.
It's Naima or bust. And we have to get Naima. Not only that, we want the 3:00 appointment. Now, why is the 3:00 appointment so important?
Because you know where I'm going to take my pictures, Lewis. And I need the sunsets.
Okay, so Mom is renting a horse.
You better tell my business on there.
Mom is renting something very spectacular for Layla to take her pictures with in Memphis. Mm-hmm. And she has got to make that sunset because that is the golden hour, the best time of the day to take pictures. And we have to have the best because we are pouring a lot of money into this night. And so we need to get that makeup appointment. And she's sitting here because she knows that there are 12 other females in this building alone right now trying to get that same 3:00 appointment, and probably some people over at South Haven too, because she says South Haven's prom is the same night and they all like to use the same people.
And Lake Cormorant, and everybody, well, not everybody, but most people are going to her, Ariel, or Haley. That's 3 people for all these girls.
We can't be having all of this.
We have got. What idea was this?
We have got to get Naima's 3:00 appointment. You have not refreshed that in the past 3 or 4 minutes.
Mr.
Are you
Lewis,
crazy?
Can I tell you what's it's the problem is? I'm just stalking her page. The 3:00 don't open to 2 p.m. today. I just keep stalking her.
So you're at 2. So at 2:00 you're going to be refreshed.
I have 3 other people already ready with my information how to book my appointment, y'all. Because if I miss it, I'm gonna be pissed, y'all. I swear.
You see, Ethan, he's enjoying this show as well. Okay, so 2:00 today, it's going to open up, and we have got to have that. Have you not tried to throw a little bit of money at her under the table or something? Try to sweeten this pot?
I texted her in January. I was like, I'll pay my deposit and everything right now. Right now. She was like, Layla, you have to follow the policies. She was like, but if you don't get an appointment, then I'll squeeze you in. I don't want to hear that. You should have just let me do it. Why you didn't just let me do it? But I understand because sometimes stuff do be coming up.
Okay, what's her name again? Naima. Does she have an actual, a business name?
It's her name, got makeup artist in there. MUA. That's how she spell it.
Layla promises to give you tons of props.
Yeah.
And free advertisement.
This is it right here. This is it right here. Naima, I love you, girl. Please stop.
Look, we're upset tummy in here, nervous about this. Like, we gotta have this 3:00 appointment.
I'm gonna show her this when I go to my makeup appointment. She's gonna be like Layla.
This is real life. You just thought Ticketmaster had problems. Apparently, it's Naima's website we got problems with.
Have y'all ever heard the song "I Need You Bad" by Jasmine Sullivan? That's how I feel right now. Mr. Lewis, everything is just gonna fall apart if I don't get everything together. But my sister does my hair, which is why life is so good. Like, ooh. And book Ashanti Tuggles for your hair installs for prom. Yeah, she's coming back from Houston, y'all, and she does an amazing job.
See with you, I'd be better with another, but I always pick you. I try my best to fight it, can't deny it. Touches diamonds, and you're probably the reason that I'm so messed up too. I can't stop it, it's ugly but honest. Got me tripping for the way you say my name, say my name, say my name. I'd count the ways you drive me so insane. I still fall back into your game. Play the game, play the game. Wrong can still be right. People wanna tell me all the time, but someday my prince will come. But if this ain't love, then I don't want it. I don't want
it. Welcome to Eagle Vision for Thursday, March 9th, 2023. I'm Tiana. It's College Week here at Horn Lake, but before we feature today's college segment, we wanted to highlight today's top story. Spring is here. We have multiple spring sports that have kicked off. Baseball, softball, golf, and track have all started their 2023 seasons. We caught up with our track coaches a few days ago to talk about the season so far.
Good morning, Eagles.
Morning. This past weekend, we had a track meet at South Panola. I feel like it was a pretty successful track meet. Our boys came in first overall in the 4x1, 4x2. Right now we're top 10 in the state. We had a freshman, Floyd Senegal. He ran 100 meters. Right now he's tied for number 2 in the state. He ran a 10.9. Had another freshman, Morgan Johnson. She came in 5th overall in her 100 meter. The girls relay teams, the 4x1, 4x2, they came in 2nd overall to South Panola, but they're both also top 10 in the state. It was our first meet of the year though, so we're feeling pretty good about it. Looking forward to the future. We got some meets coming up this week, Coach.
We do have one scheduled for 3-7, which is going to be tomorrow if you are able to make it. The Golden Triangle Showdown, and then we have one in Lewisburg, which I hopefully will have great attendance there. It is in Lewisburg, ladies and gentlemen. Show your Eagle pride. Lewisburg.
On Friday.
It's College Week here at Horn Lake, and today we wanted to give you some valuable tips for taking college classes directly from professors.
Professors Lynn F. Jacobs and Jeremy S. Hyman, authors of the new book, The Secrets of College Success, tell you several things you need to know about college, all from the professor's perspective. Number 1, you're in charge. For many students, the most striking thing about college is that there's no one to hold your hand. Sure, there are professors who'll give you instructions and offer suggestions, but when it's 20 degrees outside, it's you who'll have to haul your butt out of bed and do what you need to do. Number 2, attendance isn't required, but is expected. One of the first things many students discover is that college classes can be huge, 100, 200, even 700 in a room. In such an anonymous environment, it's easy to think there's no good reason to bother going to class. But professors assume that you've made all the classes, and they have no hesitation about asking a test question that focuses on the contents of a single lecture. Number 3, content is doled out in large units. You're used to getting your content in short, entertaining blasts. The 1 to 3 minute YouTube video, the abbreviation-filled IM, the 140 character tweet. But the professor is thinking in terms of the 50-minute lecture. Upshot, you've got to adjust your focus from bursts of content to sustained argument, and retrain your attention span to processing long, very long it'll seem, units of content. Number 4, up to 2/3 of the work is done at home. Contrary to what you might have heard, the lecture portion of the course is the least time-consuming activity. That's because the professor is expecting the bulk of the work to be done by you, on your own. Doing the reading and homework, preparing for the quizzes, tests, and presentations, doing research and writing papers, all of these activities can easily eat up more than half the time you've put into any given course. Number 5, not everyone who teaches is a professor. At many state universities, especially those where the student-to-faculty ratio is 15:1 or greater, much of the teaching is done by graduate students. At some of the better schools, only very advanced graduate students are allowed to teach their own courses. But at other schools, the lecturer can be a first-year graduate student who didn't even major in the field in college. Whenever possible, take courses with regular faculty who'll be more experienced and in the best case will actually have done the research in what they're teaching. Number 6, understanding is more than just memorizing. While some intro courses have some amount of memorizing, other beginning courses will include essays on the exams. And in virtually every advanced or upper division course, you'll be asked not just to regurgitate what you've memorized from the lecture or textbook, but to do some analysis, apply the concepts to some new cases, or organize the material or data in some new or interesting way. Number 7, the professor is on your side and wants to help. Many students see the professor as the enemy to be defeated. But really, the professor is eager to teach you and, believe it or not, would like to see you do well. So when the professor invites you to come to an office hour or review session, or just to communicate by email, Skype, or Facebook, consider the possibility that the professor really means it, because he or she probably does. You can also arrange for tutor services at most schools.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. So, starting, well, actually, as of yesterday, we're actually beginning to meet with our students individually, the counselors are, for course selections, okay? So, with that, if you don't have your course selection sheet already filled out, we will have extras at the table. So we will be in the cafeteria between the lunch waves, and we'll call you based off of grade and table. So please be sure to be there if you haven't already completed your course selection sheet and met with your counselor. We're trying to make sure we get everyone in before the semester ends, so we can make sure we give you the classes that you want versus what we want you to have. Okay. Also, so on today, the ASVAB test will be administered. So if you signed up for the ASVAB, it will be today. Not sure what time this is being aired. 9 o'clock. Yeah, the test will already have started. But anywho, just FYI. Cool. Thanks. Have a good day.
This week's feature vocabulary words are glaring, hardship, and hurdle. Glaring, extremely obvious or conspicuous. Hardship, severe suffering or deprivation. Hurdle, move or cause to move at a great speed, typically in an uncontrolled manner.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, there's a lot of important information we need you to know. Horn Lake Varsity Cheer tryouts are here. Students interested in trying out must have completed packet, new sports physical from this month, and a copy of your insurance card to try out. The mandatory clinic and registration fee is $25. Packets can be picked up in the library starting Tuesday. Completed packets will be turned in the first day of tryouts, no exceptions. See any cheerleader, Miss Salisbury or Miss Buse for more info. Prom tickets are now on sale. Juniors and seniors are able to purchase prom tickets before school or during break. Tickets are $75 and all guests outside of Horn Lake High must be approved by administration. Guest approval forms are available in the front office. ROTC has several events coming up. The 21st annual drill meeting will be April 1st. April 15th will be the all-service ROTC Athletic Championship in Germantown. Students, the prom DJ song request form is now live on our website. This year, the Horn Lake Prom will feature a local DJ, and he's wanting you to decide what music should be played. You can log onto our website, hornlakehigh.com, and click the link in the middle of the page. That's it for today's episode here at Horn Lake. We are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Cover me in colors I can only see with you. I'd be better with another, but I always pick you. I try my best to fight it, can't deny it. Touches diamonds, and you're probably the reason that I'm so messed up too. I can't stop it, it's ugly, but honest. Got me tripping for the way you say my name, say my name, say my name. Could count the ways you drive me so insane, but when you call, I still fall back into your game. Play the game, play the game. Wrong can still be right. People wanna tell me all the time, right? Someday my prince will come, but if this ain't love, then I don't want it. But your heart's not with them. Tearing up the thought of all the pieces missing. And I try to know better, to know it's worse. I swear I'm cursed, cause I know you're bad for me, but it makes no difference. I can't stop it, it's ugly, but honest. Got me tripping for the way you say my name, say my name, say my name. Wrong can still be right. All the time, but someday my prince will come, but if this ain't love, then I don't want it. 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 Someday my prince will come, but if this ain't love, then cover me in colors I can only see with you. With another, but I always